Okay, hello everyone. I'm going to watch the new episode of My Hero Academia. I'm watching it live on stream, but recording this video so that I can re-upload it to YouTube afterwards. If you want to watch with me on stream or live, whatever, next week, I record these usually around 8 p.m. South African Standard Time on a Saturday, like a couple of hours, 8 hours I think, after it comes out here. I'm not sure. But yes, what was I saying? Oh, it's a timer video. As you guys know, all my My Hero Academia videos are timer reactions, so you need a second screen, or there's a certain search engine thing that splits your screen for you. I don't know how it happens. There's also a website that I think does that, but I don't know the website. I should find out for you guys. But really, I just use it with laptop and my phone or whatever. You play the episode at the same time as me, basically. So I'm gonna count down from 3, and then I press play. So 3, 2, 1, and then I click. But first, before I do click, Red Hawk is here. JM Reeve is here, Water Orlando, Sotos, JT Po Legend, Fairy is here, Fairy, Twiley, Lightning Zen, so many names. Matty is here, Adam is here, Davi is here, Vladil is here, Yassine is here, Tiago, Jared the cat is apparently not here. I am not here. And Chris. Alright guys, I'm behind on My Hero Academia. I'll be back afterwards. See you in a bit. And Granddaddy is here. Wait. What do I know about this episode? I always tell you guys if I know anything about the episode. I just know that there is something good about Bakugou happens. People are tweeting about Bakugou and how awesome he is, and I agree. I don't know what happened, but I agree. Okay, let's play in 3. Wait, desktop audio needs to be off. There we go. Let's play in 3, 2, 1. Whoa, that didn't even sound like old Deku. That sounded like old Deku. Like mature Deku. He calls him meat. We saw this last week, right? Sorry. Yay! Fun opening time! I love this opening. Cammy is best Gyaru. Gyaru is Americanized girl, right? Like blonde and beautiful. I don't know. I think this opening gives us a very good feel of what this arc is gonna be like. Sekai no Hero. What fucking instrument does he even have there? Sorry. I love her. She's so cute. Sorry, it's just when he said, I am pathetic like that, so somber. Oh, him again. His tie looks like a tongue. Am I just noticing that now, or was it always like that? That's funny because I watched. Oh, someone remind me of that at the end. And Akira. Kokoro. Mr. Whale. So it's just the four of them? What was that? What was that? What was that? He couldn't suppress it! That guy is hilarious. You need to smile and give the people hope. Not just bust the asses of the people doing bad. Likes passion. Who's Gobi? Okay, okay. Boobies. Oh! Why did it feel like Bakugou, like, understood something? Bakugou! Oh, and he can understand this because maybe he was like that kid. No. Insignificant he is. There's something in that. Is that how you felt, Bakugou? There's the brains, or at least they want us to think it's him. Not a night. Yeah, like your mom used to hit you. Ah! What the fuck is Bakugou doing? Damn. And you felt insignificant. I think that's how Bakugou felt when he looked at Deku, who was so pure, even though he didn't have a quirk. He had, you know, that hope. And then he felt, it made him feel small. Yeah, because if you just have heroes that are angrily fighting crime, the people look around them and they're more scared. That was intense, that stare. Todoroki Shota! Make them ice sculptures of cute, lovable cartoon characters. Oh my god. What the fuck? That boy got a whole cannon inside of him. Damn. They be mad. They're naughty. Very naughty. And I definitely think they feed off each other's like impudence. The part where he was like saying discipline. Oh, sorry for bumping the table. That part reminded me of a scene in Akira where they were also being like called in the principal office or something, and then he'd punch one in the face and say discipline, and punch another one in the face and say discipline, and that's how they taught them discipline, I guess. This episode shows what every course of elementary school is. Ooh. Oh, I'm so excited. Cammy blowing that smoke. Yeah, we don't know what her quirk is, right? Oh, it's blowing smoke for some reason. Next episode is going to be so funny. I hope so. This was funny already and fun. It was nice seeing them in this situation. Like with the kids and everything. And maybe like not knowing what to do. You know? it would in a way, I feel like it would be kind of awesome to see them, like the whole class, like 1A in that situation, and how they would handle it differently. I think someone like Ochako and Froppy would have maybe handled it really well. Even Kirishima, I feel like he would have handled it well too. But it's, now I remember, like, it's not just about getting the kids to behave or have fun. It's about getting them to respect heroes in a way. But maybe that's about exactly why that was parallel, this scene, because they didn't need to put Endeavor and All Might there. They didn't need to. But they did. So they paralleled this scene with these kids who don't believe in the heroes anymore and think they're better than heroes, with All Might talking to Endeavor about what the symbol of peace is. And I feel like maybe these kids need to be inspired to so these the hero candidates should somehow, with whatever happens next, become their hope, you know, in whatever way, however they're going to do that, I don't know. But I think there's definitely a reason why that conversation was paralleled with this scene. They did cut a scene where Bakugou thinks about Todoroki's childhood, but it's not that important. I like how he said that's how he was raised, because I think a lot of people overlook that. They think Bakugou's mom's hot and that's that, and a lot of people hate Bakugou because of how violent he is. But they don't realize, like, from a very young age, that's how he was taught. Like, to him it's natural. He doesn't see violence as in the same way that we see it. To him, that's how his mother showed him love. How many times did your parents, when they spanked you, like, this hurts me more than it hurts you? Because in their own way, they think that it's teaching you a lesson, which is maybe keeping you safe, or for whatever reason, they think they're helping you through that violence or whatever. So if that's how his mom, like, whacking him over the head, we don't know how, if she whacked him over the head in front of All Might, what do you think she does behind closed doors? Like, I'm not saying she abused him, because clearly he can fight back, but I'm just saying that he definitely thinks differently about violence than most people, and that's why I never took his violence as, like, I never condoned it, but I understood why he acted the way he did, you know? Instead of where a lot of people really hate his character because of that. Which is fine if they dislike him. They don't need to like him. There are going to be people in your life that you don't like. There are going to be people in your life that don't like you. It's fine. I'm just saying, for me, that's why I never took Bakugou's actions too seriously, because I understand what it's like to be raised in an environment where something that shouldn't be normal seems normal to you. I'm team Endeavor / Bakugou. A hero should inspire fear and respect, not lame things like smiles and peace. Ooh, I definitely disagree with that. I think I believe in a balance of both. Anything towards one side is just never a good thing to me. And maybe that's part of what All Might was telling Endeavor. You don't have to be exactly like me. You know, I was number 1 hero and you were the number 2 hero. Maybe their balance is what worked. So you don't have to just be exactly like me. Find your own balance. I don't think... Just dropped in. Haikyuu finished? No, I'll watch Haikyuu after this. A person who people fear is not a good hero. Yeah, it's like the villains should be scared to do something wrong because they know the hero is going to be on their ass. But when the civilians, when the children look up to these heroes or see them walking down the street, they shouldn't feel scared. They should feel hopeful, and excited. So otherwise that fear, it attracts more bad things. Like Endeavor, the way he treated Baldy, who isn't bold, the way he treated him when he was a kid, that could have just as easily resulted in him becoming a freaking bad guy. I'm sorry, Incredibles spoiler, the movie The Incredibles, pretty sure on a more extreme level, but the villain from The Incredibles literally became a villain because of how the hero treated him. Like, yes, it's not saying the villain is right for doing that, but that kind of dictatorship leading with fear and violence, it's not going to result in a good balanced society. So one needs to find a balance. They should be like Deadpool, lol. Well, I give them that. It is difficult to be good with kids. Yeah, it's definitely, I'm not gonna lie, it's difficult to, once a kid already has this attitude, it is difficult to help them or lead them into, how do I say, like, behaving better, thinking better, believing better. That is the same as once a kid in high school is acting out and stuff for whatever reason, once they've been taught that works, or if for a long time no one cares about it, cares enough to sit down with them and ask them why they're acting the way they're acting, it kind of cements that behavioral pattern, and it's difficult to get them back on good behavior. I don't know how to put that. So you think Batman is not a good hero vigilante? Wait, I am missing some conversation here in the live chat. I don't know why we're talking about Batman. I do hate how there are people saying that Endeavor is not allowed to be redeemed. I feel like anyone should be able to be redeemed. Sorry, my fringe is bothering me. There's definitely people in this world that have done things that I couldn't imagine them being redeemed for, but at the end of the day, we can't, as people, put someone down and say you can never get back up. I just don't believe in that. As difficult as it is, we have to be the kind of people that know that others can change, and it sounds corny, but forgiveness is the key, Otherwise, like what's happening in South Africa right now, a lot of people today are being punished for what their parents' did. Like, that's an example of, like, how can you judge a person or a religion or a race and then just say to yourself that can never be redeemed? Like, that is just a dangerous way of thinking. I don't know, it just is. I agree with you. I don't know what you said exactly. What did you say? I hate how people are saying that Endeavor is not allowed to be redeemed. I feel like any person is allowed to be redeemed. It's not always easy, especially like, let's say some people went through what Todoroki went through. Sometimes you can't, like, you've been hurt maybe, and then you don't want to forgive, but you have to, I don't know, be better than that. Like, forgiving someone doesn't mean you have to let them back into your life. Forgiving someone doesn't mean you have to like them. It just means that you realize that people can grow and change and be better. and denying someone of that opportunity, I just... Okay, but JM Reeve, I feel like you're discussing something that maybe you've read in the manga, but at this point, I have not seen Endeavor feel bad for what he's done, except maybe in this episode, he's a little bit confused about how to approach the whole hero thing. Like he's seeing his method isn't working, and he's reaching out to All Might, asking for advice or asking him what is a symbol of peace. But saying he feels bad for what he's done, as anime watchers, we haven't seen that. So something like that, if you're talking about anything you read in the manga, that is spoilery, and I don't like comments like that. Stop with the Batman stuff, lol, this is My Hero Academia. Yeah, but I mean, Otaku Master is using Batman to talk about Bakugou, so I don't mind that. I use similes all the time. I think. I can't read the whole message, it's too long. He actually doesn't show it, but he is. Chapter 3:11. He shows what he had to put apart to get near All Might. I have to say, I didn't get that from anything we've seen up to now, that he feels bad for what he did. And we can see that it was difficult for him, but I haven't once seen him say, I feel bad for what I did to Todoroki and his mother and my other children. So JM, are you caught up with the manga? Redemption does not discriminate. Everyone has a shot at it, although the way they do redeem themselves will differ greatly from one another. I think he meant episode 3:11, which is when Endeavor hated how he got the #1 spot. I don't remember that. If he said anything along the lines of he regrets the way he treated Todoroki's mother or Todoroki or his other children, then I understand. But him saying I hate how I got the #1 spot, like what he did to his children, I don't think, and his wife, I don't think has anything to do with how he got the #1 spot, because what he did to his children was to make them stronger and to force them to be stronger. So that has nothing to do with how he got the #1 spot, in my opinion. So I don't see him hating how he got the #1 spot as having anything to do with regretting what he did to his wife and his kids. Anime didn't mention anything but about Endeavor repenting as of now. Yeah, I mean, we can see that he's starting to, by talking to All Might and having a conversation with him, and listening to him, we can see that he's starting to change, but I don't see him. And if I might not remember it, but if he said before that he hated how he got the #1 spot, it's still, I don't think that's what people want him to be, or that's not what people say he can't be redeemed for. What he can't be redeemed for is what he did to his wife and his children and how he treated them. So that's what people can't forgive yet. And although I don't think he can't be redeemed for that, he can. I don't think as of now that I've seen him regret or say anything yet to want to be redeemed, because I can understand why people would find a hard time forgiving him for that. But I'm sure with time it will. He is the #1 hero now after all, so I'm sure he's not going to be left the way he is as a character up to now. I'm sure he'll have some growth, especially because Todoroki is such an important character, and Todoroki can't have any growth without having some closure with his, not any, but he can't have complete growth without having some form of closure with his dad. And that's not to say that you have to have closure with another person to be able to grow yourself. Not everyone has that opportunity. But with regards to this story, I don't think that Todoroki can grow without his father also in some way becoming a better person. I don't know if you read my messages earlier, but when the stuff in the episode started in the manga, Horikoshi started getting death threats for trying to start this Endeavor stuff. Yeah, anything popular, and the bigger you get, anything you say, anything you do, people get hateful. One comment specifically I remember, when I was still talking about Attack on Titan and stuff, and I'm just like a small YouTuber, and I remember someone telling me that they wish that I would get raped and killed and stuff. Like, if there's one person out there who went, and obviously that wasn't all they said, but that's what stood out to me. If there's one person that bad enough to tell me that out of the, let's say 50 to 60,000 subscribers I had at that point, how many millions of people watch this story, and out of that person, if out of everything I'm doing, it's a 0.1%, it's just one person, for someone like the writer or the creator of this, if you don't do it exactly what they want, if you don't, obviously you'll get people like that say that, I don't know, they're just sick in their head or something. There will be death threats and stuff. Doesn't make it right. I'm just saying, like, that's almost to be expected by now for something this popular. Because nothing he does can make everyone happy. So. It was so bad with the Ichigo VA in Darling in the Franxx. Yeah. I remember that too. Every mangaka has gotten death threats at least once, sadly. Yep, just people being crazy. Literally, and it's not because of anything, but the story isn't going how I want it to go, you know, and then they just start with this. It's like toxicity on steroids. It's like the worst kind of. I think the key, I'm not gonna read the whole message or mention it now, but I think the point or the key there is I assume. An assumption which one person makes based off a certain scene is not how everyone's going to interpret it, so. So I'm going to end the stream and the video here because I need to upload this timer reaction to YouTube, and it'll take about 10 minutes to upload probably, so I'll be back in about 15 minutes, and then we're gonna watch Haikyuu, and after that 2 episodes of Runway. This will obviously be on my Twitch, so for everyone on YouTube, my Twitch link is in the description. I hope to see you guys there. Thank you for watching My Hero Academia with me. I had a lot of fun with these characters and these kids. They're bad, they're annoying, you want to punch them, but that's not going to solve anything, it's only going to make it worse. And I'm sure next week we'll see how things like this should be handled, and that the kids will hopefully be more, what's the word, less annoying. Freak, those little girls that keep, oh, there's from such a young age. It's just so frustrating. Anyway, I will see you guys more obedient. I want to say just, I don't know, there's a word, but they just need to be more understanding, more childlike and innocent, instead of being like so we're stronger, we're better, like that. I don't know. Okay, I will see you guys later. Bye.